Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Mr. Cobalt and today I'm going to talk to you about something that I call the chemistry conversion superhighway. Now, this is not what it's called in your textbook, but or in any textbook as far as I know, but it's something that you want to know how to do, and you want to keep in mind because this is basically something that you're going to use in many chemistry problems in chemistry. Of course, that's redundant because chemistry problems are in chemistry. So, what do I mean by this conversion superhighway? Well, what I mean is this is kind of like a roadmap of where you want to go and where you want to be. And that is all going to be determined by the problem. So where you start here is going to be determined by your problem. And some problems are starting off of the highway, or they end off of the highway, right? So you may begin somewhere not on the highway, so on a side road, if you will. But to get to your answer, probably 99 times out of 100, you're going to want to get back onto the highway. And the highway is going to basically tell you where to go. So this is like a roadmap where you're looking on the roadmap, you get on the highway, and now the roadmap is going to tell you how to get to your destination, okay, to some degree. So I just want to point this out. So when you are given a mass, like say a mass of something, some substance A, and you may be asked to give another mass or get the mass of some other substance, and we'll call that B. In order to go from mass of A to mass of some other substance B, you've got to go through some steps. And there's no detours here, so you got to go on in this direction here. So if they give me a mass of A, then in order to go from mass of A to moles of A, I'm going to need to use the molar mass of A. So MMA stands for molar mass of A, not mixed martial arts. Okay, so I'm using molar mass of A to convert from grams to moles of A. And then to go from moles of A to moles of B, I need to have a mole ratio. And I can get that mole ratio from a couple of different places. I can get it from the formula, right? So I can get the mole ratio between the whole and the part, the whole substance and maybe a part of the substance. So I can get a mole ratio that way. I can get a mole ratio from a balanced chemical equation. So if I know the coefficients and it's balanced, I can use the coefficients of the substances I am interested in to convert from moles of that substance to moles of the other substance, right? So I need some sort of mole ratio. And then once I have my moles of my B substance, now I can use the mole ratio, or not the mole ratio, the molar mass of B to go from moles of B to mass of B in grams. So I can start in grams of one thing, and then I can go to grams of another thing, right? And so this is the main highway. This is why I call it the superhighway. So the main highway is this. This is where you want to get into when you're doing your problems. But you don't necessarily start on the highway. If they give you grams in the problem of some substance, then you're already on the highway. And now you can use the highway to go to wherever they want to go. So maybe they give you grams of one thing and they want you to convert to moles of something else, right? So you have grams. So you use molar mass of this thing to go from mass to moles. And then go from moles of this thing to moles of the other thing, you use the mole ratio. Once you get here, you stop because that's what the problem is asking for. But maybe the problem wants you to go all the way to the mass, right? So then you have an extra step. So this roadmap tells you how to get to where you're going, okay? But you need to get onto the main road, right? So, for example, you could have a problem where they give you, let's say, I'll make a simple problem. They give you 25 kilograms of water, okay? And they want you to give, okay, well then how many megagrams of hydrogen would I get from 25 kilograms of water, right? So they want me to go from water to hydrogen, right? So I'm going from substance A to substance B. Now notice that in order to get on the highway, I need to have grams, but they gave me kilograms. So I'm not on the highway yet. I'm on off-road, right? So I need to get on to the highway. So here they give me a mass. So it looks like the best way to get on is to go from kilograms to grams, right? So here I have to start with kilograms, and then I need to take a step to get to grams. And what am I going to use to get to grams? I'm going to use the equality. So remember, kilograms, and I have grams. I always put the 1 with the kilograms. And then if I know the multiplier, the prefix multiplier of kilo, which is 10 to the 3, I put that with the base unit, 10 to the 3. So I have that equality. Now I can use that equality as a conversion factor, and I can convert kilograms to grams, and now I'm on the highway. Now it tells me where to go. So I want to get the megagrams of hydrogen, which is a substance B. So if I'm starting with water, then I got to get to hydrogen. So basically, I got to get all the way over here to get to grams, but then I need megagrams. So I'm going to have to get off the highway again. So when I set this up, I'm going to be going from kilograms to grams, and then from grams to moles of A, and then moles, and my A is water, so mass of water in grams, to moles of water in moles of water. So I'm going to use the molar mass of water to convert. And then I'm going to use the mole ratio of 2 to 1. So for every one of these, for every 1 mole of water, I have 2 moles of hydrogen. So I use that mole to mole ratio. Okay, so then I'm going to use that to go from moles of water to moles of hydrogen. And then I need mass of hydrogen. So I'm going to then use the molar mass of hydrogen to go from moles of hydrogen to grams. And then when I'm here in grams, I need to go to megagrams. So I need to get off the highway again. So I need to go from grams to megagrams. How am I going to do that? Well, I need that ratio, or not ratio, I need that equality between megagrams and grams. So I'm going to set that up again. So megagrams is equal to a certain number of grams. I'm going to put 1 with the prefix, and then if I know what the prefix multiplier is for mega, which is 10 to the 6, I'm going to put 10 to the 6 there with my base unit. So now I have the equality of this. So now I can use this as a conversion factor to go from grams to megagrams. So this is what it would look like. So I would set up my problem. I start with 25 kilograms. So I have 25 kilograms of water over 1. And then first thing I need to do is convert kilograms to grams. So I'm going to use this relationship. So kilograms goes on the bottom. So 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram of water on the bottom, and 10 to the 3 grams of water on the top. So kilograms of water cancels out. Now I have grams. I'm on the highway. Now I can go from grams to moles using the molar mass of water. So if I look that up, you have the molar mass. That's going to be 18.0 0.016 grams of water, and then that's going to be 1 mole. So 1 mole of water is equal to 18.016. So the grams of water cancels out. Now I have moles of water, so I just went from grams to moles using molar mass. Now I can use the mole ratio of my whole part. So in this case, 1 mole of the water is going to be equal to 2 moles of the hydrogen. So that's going to be my next one. So I'm going to use the mole ratio of the whole to the part. So 1 mole of water, H2O, is going to give me 2 moles of hydrogen atoms. So 2 moles of hydrogen atoms. So now the moles of water cancel out. Now I'm at B, my hydrogen. So now I have moles of B, moles of hydrogen. And now I have one more step to get to mass. So I'm going to use the molar mass of the hydrogen to go from moles to grams. So the molar mass of hydrogen is 1.008. So 1 mole of hydrogen atoms is going to be equal to 1.008 grams of hydrogen atoms. So now the moles cancel out. Now I have grams of hydrogen atoms. Now I'm here at the end, so now I have to get off of the main highway and get to my goal. So my destination is here off the highway. So to do that, I need to use another last conversion factor. So I'm going to put that down here. And then I use my equality for my conversion factor. So I have grams of hydrogen on the top. So I'm going to put grams on the bottom. So 10 to the 6 grams of hydrogen. And then 1 megagram of hydrogen on top. So the grams of hydrogen cancel out. Now I have my megagrams of hydrogen. That's what the problem is asking. So now that I have my megagrams of hydrogen on top, I am done with the conversion factors. I have reached my destination. And so now all I need to do is multiply across the top and divide by what's on the bottom, and I get my answer. And then, of course, I need to work out the sig figs and all that stuff. I'm not going to calculate it out. The main thing I want you to see is that many problems, they might start on the highway, they might start off of the highway. But what you need to do, one of the ways you want to try to think about these problems is think about, well, okay, so if they give me something that's not on the highway, how can I use it? And what else can I use that will help me get on somewhere on this highway? Maybe I can go from a mass to mass. Maybe I can go from mass to moles directly, right? If they give me molarity, right, and a volume, I can use the molarity as a conversion factor because molarity is moles of solute over liters of solution. So if they give me a volume of solution, I can use this to convert to moles, and then I have moles, right? Or maybe they give me a gas and I have to use the ideal gas law, PV equals nRT. So then I can use a volume of gas under certain conditions, plug that into my ideal gas law, and then that'll give me moles. And now I'm on the highway and I can start to convert, right? So many problems are going to be giving you information, and so use that information to get back onto the superhighway, and then this will be a roadmap to help you get to where you need to go. Okay, so remember this, commit this to memory, and it'll be very useful. I hope this is helpful to you, and if you like this video, like it, share it with your friends, make a comment in the comment section, tell me what you like. Subscribe to the channel and ring the notification so that way you get more videos or notifications of videos. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.